close to the late game. So
we had, I think game ended at level 14, so we didn't even get to see like the big synergy of the 16 for KL. But we do know that because of the rules, it says loser picks a new map, and the new map is going to be Battlefield of Eternity. This was where Hold the Fort actually did take the first win in their previous series. Looks like they're going to try to do that again as the draft is now ready to roll.
Yes, it is. So let's take a look at the draft. We got the first pick, first bans coming out here. We've got the Butcher getting banned out by Stellar Lotus. They don't even want to deal with that Butcher being played by Bandit. Meanwhile, Hold the Fort decides they're going to ban Kael'thas, which is the second pick, I guess, chess move, because now that means a Stellar Lotus, because they didn't ban out Zeratul and Hold the Fort didn't ban out Zeratul, gets that first pick. Zeratul, very, very nice win for them in the draft.
We don't get to see a lot of Zeratools these days, but we've seen him once today. He had a very interesting build, but Stellar Lotus is very likely just to be playing it kind of what we are used to. Level 1 is kind of a little bit more variable, but level 4 for the focus attack, level 7 for the follow through, and just kind of, you know, chop up your opponents from there. What does Hold the Fort actually respond with? Once more, they are not willing to give up that Uther, and it also looks like they're not willing to let Walker91 play anything except the bird.
Yes, they're going to get that Falstad in there very early, making sure that Walker91 is going to be on that Falstad, his chosen hero, it seems. And Stellar Lotus is going to respond by picking up Double J. We got Jaina and Johanna.
Now, it's Battlefield of Eternity. Jaina, Johanna go extremely well together for setting up for Azmodan stacks. But we already have the Zeratul, and it's a big map, Battlefield. You don't really get a lot of vision there in the mid. And at the same time, we don't get to see a ton of Azmodan on this map either. 2 lanes doesn't really lend huge amounts of strength, especially with the gap between the middle of them.
Yeah, it's a lot to really be able to walk back and forth between, but that's not all Azmodan is really great for, because you mentioned that there's a huge amount of distance. Those Generals of Hell, his trait, can actually do a pretty good amount of work because there's such a huge amount of distance. If you put them on the opposite side of the map where the enemy team is, they can always keep a lane pushing. Now we've gotten into the second part of bans. We've got Tyrael banned out here, as well as Rhaegar. So we're now going to get on into the third and fourth picks here for Hold the Fort. I'm curious to see, they need to pick up a warrior.
That's totally a warrior, Sham 2. This is the pick of the day. Welcome once more to the ranks, the boss of gadgets.
Anyone order a one-man wrecking crew?
Yes, I know. I'm quite aware.
What's fresh?
It comes up on the screen.
Oh my God!
Says it.
They picked Diablo.
So will this be brother on brother with the prime evil going head to head, the Lord of Terror versus the Lord of Sin? Oh no!
We didn't click those. What happened?
We didn't click those. What? Oh, look at this. Stellar Lotus is saying you can repick them. We'll let you do it.
Yeah, they're saying.
Oh.
But they're very slow on being able. So it's curious because the bonus pool didn't go down to 0.
Yeah, I was going to say the bonus pool is still at 90 seconds. Yeah, but now we're actually kind of like wearing down the Stellar Lotus clock while they're trying to be nice guys about it, but like we're wasting the Stellar Lotus time. So like there has to be a tether here. Does the team even know what they want picked? Like they're not answering.
I don't think they do. They did have 90. Oh.
ETC, okay, and I'll fix that here. Elite Torn Chieftain.
Bring the mega death.
Oh, that's going to mess with the overlay. All right. and Lily.
You know, that's nice. That's the repicks, is to pick up.
Your feelings are just hurt, aren't they? You wanted.
I did. I wanted Diablo. Damn it.
Balloon, grant us strength.
Wow, someone on our curse chat must have clicked the link and draft trolled us. That's not cool.
How many people are in their curse chat?
I don't know. But anyway, so it looks like Johanna and Malfurion are going to be the responding pickups
Just
here. Oh, sorry, but just Malfurion, you're right. Malfurion and Stellar Lotus still has to pick up their last pick. So
last pick, are they actually going to go for the Asmo in this case?
it could. I think Asmo would be a really great pickup here.
ETC, Lily, not the Rainer, the Uther. I mean, there's not really a big threat to Asmodan in any of these picks from Hold the Fort.
Probably going to be Zagara, if I had to assume, though. Given Stellar Lotus, I would have to assume Zagara. Just because Zagara, again, we say this a billion times, creep on this map is so incredibly great just because you're able to see everything. There it is.
Oh, man. Bringing some of that knowledge to the table. My overlay is just going to have Johanna be the chosen one with that blue ring around her. But Hold the Fort. What do they need? They have double healer, would you believe? The ETC, they have no damage, really, except Falstad. Who else do they play?
What are you talking about? Gaslow's damage, isn't he?
They don't have a Gazlo.
Oh, that's right. Gaslow wasn't picked. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's ETC, Lily, Uther, Falstad. Who else do they play? Let's just go with it. Let's just say a Rainer. Come on, bring us a Rainer. Everyone gets Rainer. Oh, I'm dropping frames again.
Murky.
Okay. I don't even think you guys own Murky, to be honest.
Abbott?
Rainer.
Something crazy.
Oh my
Rainer.
god, the frame rate is just gonna tank. I'm so sorry, Twitch.
Why is the frame rate tanking?
I don't know. Twitch is just having a field day. It'll be great for YouTube. It's just not going to be a good experience for Twitch. Just listen to our voices and imagine the
Sergeant Hammer.
No.
What? She's long range damage. They need damage.
Then they have no burst. There's no burst on that team.
I know.
That's why they need Rainer. That's not really true, I guess. Bala? Another tank?
Asmodan with healing ward.
Yes, and minion pushes.
We saw that yesterday.
Looks like
While
Twitch is strong again, so.
They need range damage.
Yes, they do. They have 28 seconds to figure it out. Oh,
you know what?
I got so
what?
excited.
I was like, the legit pick here is Vala.
Yes.
I stand
But
ready.
didn't want to say anything because I wanted them to go something way out there. They didn't do it.
So, Stellar Lotus, again, kind of showing really
wait a
interesting
minute.
picks.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Where's Sylvanas?
There's no Sylvanas.
Why?
What do you mean, why? She wasn't picked. That's why.
Yeah, but duh. But why is there no Sylvanas?
It's a two-lane map. She's no good on two-lane maps.
What? I hate you so much. Stop trolling me. This bothers me.
Confirming for casters, Gazlo and Diablo are not actual picks. They're ETC and Lady. Thank you so much, guys. We are on top of it. Bullshit. Should have been Diablo. Should have been Diablo. Sham 2, so hurt. So hurt. So hurt.
Oh well.
Let's take a quick moment as these guys are just getting into it all to talk about the prizing. Whoever moves on here from the round of 64 hits the round of 32, and that is $200 of Battle.net credit to that team. If they move on to that, the round of 16, it's $400, and if you can move on into that, it's the double elimination bracket next weekend for some cold hard cash.
Right, and that's not a small amount of cash either. That's $800 USD for those teams that get on up into the round of 8. And then past that, oh my, Jester, does that money start to go higher and higher?
$8,500.
Highest it goes is first place, $8,500. Ah, so good. So good. I almost said damage.
Damage, all the damage.
8,500 damage. More damage than I think I've ever seen in this game.
As a first place prize, I do believe this is the highest that we've ever gone. But coming into this, I mean, again, you got to climb that bracket. This is only the round of 64. It's up to the teams here to get to the 32, which I believe we now actually have Maelstrom waiting for them. Just going to confirm that as we jump into it. Yes, Cloud9 Maelstrom is awaiting the winner of this game. Hold the Fort and Stellar Lotus. That is going to be, again, the round of 32. And that's where you get that guaranteed Battle.net credit. Cloud9 versus the winner of this will move on against the winner of Hayek Nuses. I don't know how to say that. Versus Noble Prime. And that, again, at the round of 16, it's the guaranteed $400 credit.
So Cloud9 Maelstrom, I'm very excited to see how they're going to fare against the winner of this series, because I just love watching Cloud9 Maelstrom play. I've always been a really big Cloud9 Maelstrom fan. I think I have to be, considering Town Hall is a Tempo Storm member, and then 2 people who love Tempo Storm, and then we also always have Tempo Storm guests, so I have to be the Cloud9 Maelstrom fan, but...
Out of necessity?
Out of necessity? No, but seriously, I always have loved Dunk Train and Kuro. King Caffeine, of course, is, I think, who I try to channel whenever I play as a warrior. So I'm curious to see how they're going to play. But for now, we've got game number 2 here. Hold the Fort versus Stellar Lotus. Who's going to win this one, chat? That's the question. I need you to answer it. Is it going to be Stellar Lotus, team we've heard and known about for quite some time? Or is it going to be Hold the Fort? Are they going to be able to take it back like they did in their first series today?
Well, first we got to load the map.
I was, about to say something about that. The loading is taking a bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let us hope the Comcast is holding steady here as the left-hand side is going to be loading in. It will be once more Stellar Lotus on the blue side of things. Toe Jam Mineral, War Greymon, Nightmare, Carl the Llama, and Kiefer is going to be making up the team, looking for a quick 2-0.
Over here on the right-hand side, it's Hold the Fort. Sorello, Darbinson, Bandit, Walker 91, and Lord Veos.
Lord Veos. It sounds like Lord Vader in that voice. Yes, Lord Veos. I will precision strike.
Well, wait, hold on. Why are you doing the Darth Vader voice for somebody talking to Darth Vader?
No, because he's talking to Lord Veos.
Oh, okay. They're having a discussion, Lord Veos and Lord Vader. Gotcha.
Yes. Jeez. Who are you?
I don't know. You got lost in your references. I don't know anything about Star Wars.
What?
It's a stupid movie.
People are going to peg me for Highlander. You are going to get roasted for Star Wars.
I have a Star Wars tattoo, so I'm just joking.
Stupid Majora's Mask tattoo. Do you not even know what game your tattoos are from?
What? No, it's Star Wars. The giant mask from Star Wars, where they throw the That's No Moon down into... Anyway, let's get on into this game. We got level 1 talent starting to come out here. We've got Hatred build-ups here. We got Rancor coming in here for the Bala. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
And I'm not entirely too sure it's going to do her any good as we have the 2-man wipe here in the top lane. That Ghost of Uther healing up Lily, who has nobody left to throw jugs on top of. Will she actually heal the creeps? Yes. It looks like she's healing the creeps.
Yeah, she's going to have to. Unfortunately, she can't heal that tower that's taking a lot of damage. Out of ammo now, Carl the Llama has to move out of the other tower's range. But they're going to pick up their first tower at 1 minute and 16 seconds. Very, very reminiscent of Sylvanas 4-person tower hitting squads.
Absolutely.
But there's no Lost Vikings here, which is what we normally used to see with those.
We have prompted the response, though, from Hold the Fort. They are now going to put that 4-man top to try to match at this point, but already 2 kills down and a tower. A very sizable experience lead has been accrued in under 2 minutes.
Yes, and whoever actually hits level 4 first is going to have a huge advantage going on into that Immortal fight, because level 4 talents really going to change how these low-level fights start to work. And it's so very close here for Stellar Lotus.
What are some of those level 1s going in? Knight takes pawn. We got Harmony there on our Malfurion. And with these Immortals spawning, it should actually be, a little bit of a contest going back and forth. We do got the Regen Master on Zeratul.
Yeah, Regen Master is a little bit more of the safer pick. It's either that or block if you're going to go for the safer Zeratul. Oh, wow! That was a huge, huge entangling roots come in there from Carl the Llama. But Regen Master is a very, very safe way to play Zeratul. Anytime you cloak and start moving around, repositioning to get that, that re-engagement, you will regain a lot of that health because of those health globes.
Well, with the quick 3 more kills going the way of the leg is real, says False Dad. We might actually have a pause just to try to make sure that we can de-leg that. But, I mean, that's a very quick 50% fight, Mr. Shamtu.
That it is. And, we were talking about the level 4 talents going on over to the Stellar Lotus. We already have all their talents in there, Laws of Hope and Elun's Grace. They're getting a really good amount of healing now from a longer range from that Malfurion using that Elun's Grace. And the Laws of Hope keep that Johanna alive for just so long. Walker taking a huge amount of hits with the Entangling Roots to zone him out. He's going to be forced to take one more hit and get taken down.
Garban-san, you're probably getting yelled at a little bit there in that cursed voice chat of theirs because he basically body blocked the false start into the death. I mean, I think it was going to go drop down anyways, but just watching the model kind of trying to waddle right through him, it kind of broke my heart a little bit. But the defense has been pretty good here from Hold the Fort. I mean, they haven't lost that Immortal yet, and they are continually trying to find these advantages. Unfortunately, just none have kind of worked out.
Yeah, I mean, it's level 6 to level 4, just about to be level 7 to level 4. We do have a couple of those level 4 talents coming on in here. We've got the Vampiric Assault on that Vala. So really working forward towards that auto attack build. Walker is going to get taken out there by Nightmare. And now Wargreymonn's going to slow down Lord Veos, and he's going to go down. Man, now it's only Lord Vader in that conversation. So he's going to have to talk to himself. 9
kills, 0, and a flawless Immortal victory coming out. That's going to be a full shield, full hit point Immortal, and it looks like it's going to be pushing down the bottom lane, but bottom lane has already been pushed significantly. There is no gate, and this bottom is now going to be a guaranteed fort at this point because Stellar Lotus is all going to be in that lane pushing as hard as they can.
Yes, it looks like they're just going to put a 4-person, actually, yeah, 4-person bot and have the Johanna push the top lane because that's the best way to soak absolutely everything. Meanwhile, there is a 5 stack to try and defend, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Lord Veos taking a huge amount of hits, and with the Roach Barrage, it's just going to seal the deal. Going to go down, and ooh, Darvinson going to fall as well. This 8 to 5 change is so huge. Look at how quickly everybody is being able to get dropped.
Did we even get through the shields? We did not. There are still shields on this Immortal at 5 minutes in, looking for damage now on these keep gates.
Yeah, they are. That is quite an Immortal there. Ooh, the Entangling Roots on Lord Veos.
This could be level 10 to level 5.
This could
which is a
well
5-level lead. I think that's the highest I've ever seen in any of my tournaments.
I don't think I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything.
5-level lead. Print screen.
Oh, now level 6. But still, that's a massive lead at this early in the game. They look like they're even raring to go straight for this keep here.
Well, they got the Tranquility pop there. Carl the Llama is just not going to be losing any hit points for him or his team, or that Water Elemental, which is still actually fairly healthy. We don't have level 7 talents. It's 2 talent tier advantage, including the Heroics, and a 5-minute 50-second keep. Sham 2, Stellar Lotus is here to win.
That they are, and look at the top lane. Johanna by herself was able to take that fort alone.
Level 11 to 6. Screenshot. This is just getting absolutely silly. Like, really silly. I don't know what button that was. That was a bad button. Could this be level 13 to 7? 6-level lead?
It could be. Could be. It depends on just how well Stellar Lotus is going to be able to keep this experience lead going. They already took out that keep in the bot lane, though. Do we get to level 13? Is that even...
I think the game's just over at the next Immortal. Like,
is.
5-level lead. There's no forts left on the table. 1 keep. Catapult lane already spawned into the match.
It's 11 to 7 now. But it's going to be a very difficult situation here. I think Stellar Lotus, oh man, they're going for a huge flank.
Oh, I love this flank. Even if they get found, it's a Void Prison to stop anything from happening.
And oh my god, the Blizzard Water Elemental damage coming in there from Wargreymon from the flanking maneuver is so unreal. Sorello gets cleaned up. This is 11 to 7. Those team fights go so easily over to the opponents. Lord Veos taking a huge amount of hits, but he is ETC, pretty tanky. And he's just going to have to back up. That's 3 members that just fell there.
We have Shaman Dogs pushing with catapults. Keepers is coming down there. That Night Take Pawn is going to get big value on top of these creep waves. Can Keepers actually 1v3? That's going to be a big question for me. Walker 91 is going to be flying into the mid, but he has nobody there to back him up. Keepers just not even going to give him the time of day. 50% fight already. There's the 12 to 7, but it doesn't look like anybody else can really soak enough to make that prediction happen. Nightmare all the way into the top. He's getting those regen orbs going as quick as he can.
Yeah, he's got 18 already at the 8-minute mark. 20 going to be very, very shortly. It's 12 to 8 right now. There's a huge Entangling Roots with the Blessed Shield as well. Very, very nice synergy between all these teams. Darvinson. And everybody else is just getting taken down here.
Bandit is
just barely able to get away, but EPC is not.
backstage. Nope. And once again, a flawless immortal is going to be coming the way of Stellar Lotus. We had an 8-minute 52-second game that in our previous. It's not quite going to be as quick this time, but it is about 9 minutes, 9.5, and we are going to be crowning a victor, 13-8. I have not seen level differences this big since we first had the Vikings come into play.
Oh, everybody's throwing down the GG well played, and they're happy to have the opportunity to face them. That's very, very nice and mannered. I mean, at this point, some people would just be really, really upset that they're getting absolutely obliterated, but at this point, I think if you're getting beat this bad, you just have to have nothing but respect for your opponents, because that means that they are just really, really good. And that's exactly what Stellar Lotus is showcasing here. Walker 91 trying to get away. Nightmare going for it. He is going to be able to take him out.
9-12 looking at that keep. It is now going to be down. How many kills? 24 kills in 9 minutes. We're almost sitting at an average of 3 a minute, Sham 2, and Val is not helping that.
Yeah, and it looks like so it's going to be the end of the game here. The Immortal is going to be able to take out this core very easily. There's a Void Prison just to seal the deal. And speaking of voids, it looks like Hold the Fort is going to be knocked out into the void themselves. 2-0 victory here for Stellar Lotus.
Whew. Well, I said about 9 to 9:30. It's a little off our mark right there, but 9:46 coming into it. Again, Stellar Lotus, like, they are here to win. They did not really get too far in the previous June qualifiers, but now that they are finally here into the July, they have been practicing. They're all in a team house. They got Kiefer's now on their team. The only sub here is actually Carl the Llama. I did go back to the tweet to find out exactly why I was misled to that, but Kiefer just said he's playing with Stellar Lotus today, which I assumed meant he wasn't part of the team. So that's all on me.
I don't actually know.
No, he's actually part of the team.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Saying. That's what everybody's saying.
That's what I was like pretty sure about, but that's what I'm just saying. I don't know specifically, but good. Great.
Good. Yep. I'm going to switch over to a new Twitch server here, but the next game series will actually be what a lot of people were predicting. Stellar Lotus up against Cloud9 Maelstrom here into the round of 32. The Battle.net credit is real. We're going to get that set up here for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, and the stream will go down. Do not worry. It will come back, and so will we. Sham 2 FourCourtJester here for the road to BlizzCon. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.